Seen It with
Movie Pop-Up. How are you today? I hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday. Great energy, positive energy. I hope nothing disrupt your day. Thank you for joining us. I am here with my partner in crime. We're going to talk about what? Fear Street. They got me to watch this scary trilogy.
But it's not, it's scary. But I feel like it's a love story first. Because of
all love stories.
I don't know, because I don't know if I can say that about Scream. I don't know where that was.
A love story. He went after Sidney Prescott, and that was his girlfriend, because her mom
slept with his dad.
Yep.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. So perhaps yes. But yeah. So what did you think of Fear Street? All three movies.
I really enjoyed it.
Was there a specific one that you liked more than the other?
I'm not sure which one I like more than the other. Probably I would say the 1994 as well as 1666. And only because of because in 1666 they went back to 1994 to finish up the story.
Right.
But I think because of the fact, the nostalgia that was, all that was in the movie, like all of the references and music, the clothes, the word. I mean, not the words,
clothes,
but everything. It was just
the
like
beeper,
for me.
All that stuff. And you had the clear phone.
I had the clear phone growing up.
Yeah.
So in 1994, I went to high school in 1995. So in 1994, 95, I would have been going to the mall, hanging out.
Same here.
We had an arcade in our mall. It was called the Gold Mine.
We
had a pizza shop. It was called Gino's. Like it's just bringing back all of those memories. Even though they didn't have a lot of scenes in the mall where they were like during the daytime opening operational hours, but it was everything was at night when it was closed. But just the nostalgic of being in the mall.
Yeah. Getting some money from your parents. I used to always go to Sam Goody to buy tapes. I would always buy the instrumentals. Yeah, Sam Goody and all that type of entertainment type stores.
It wasn't Sam Goody for us. It was Camelot.
Camelot, we had that too.
Yeah, it was Camelot music. Yeah.
So this movie, I really liked it, and I did some research about it, and I didn't even know that it was directed by a woman, Leigh Janiak. She is a female horror director who is actually married to one of the Duffer Brothers, and the Duffer Brothers did Stranger Things. And I think I mentioned last week, I thought the first one felt like a rated R Stranger Things, and that was surprising. Yeah, and so she's directed. These are horror films that I have not seen. Honeymoon and Picnic, but now that I know that she directed them, I do want to visit those movies. But she also did Outcast, which I've watched on Cinemax, and Scream. She directed a couple of those episodes.
Scream?
The TV show that was on MTV. I liked the first 2 seasons of that. The third was whack, but the first 2 were good.
So what season did she do a Scream then?
The first I'll have to look in her IMDb. I don't think she did. It was like 2015 to 2017. So those were the earlier seasons.
Okay.
So she directed a few of those. And then what she said she hoped to do with her Fear Street, because, it's so many different monsters, is to create a horror spinoff like the MCU. Like different timelines, because they introduced a lot of the killers in these movies, and we still don't know their backstory, like the young boy, even though at the end of this movie they did die. They died off.
So you mean just not a prequel, but just
something to showcase the other folks that we didn't meet, like the little boy with the baseball bat. But I mentioned that the monsters died at the end. Oh, this is gonna be full of spoilers. That the monsters died at the end, but somebody grabbed the book at the very end. So I don't know if that was a police officer or if that was the mayor or
the police officer is dead. So it could have been the brother.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was the mayor. So I was thinking maybe it was the police officers that are picking up stuff, collecting evidence, or it's the mayor.
Well, that was one question. That was one thing I had too. They had everything taped off. It looked like this was like some time had went past since they like the end of the when they killed the cop or whatever though. But when they went when they had the camera go back down up on the mall and everything, they had everything taped off and they had like the evidence number thing beside it.
Right.
When I watched it, I was like, how come they didn't bag the evidence? Why is it still down there? Like that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. That was a loose end right there. So another thing, and you mentioned this last week though. So in the Collider interview, Leigh said that she wanted to pay homage to Scream in the opening scene.
Mm-hmm.
That it was balanced and it was just everything about it was just awesome. And so she wanted to pull from it. So I'm going to play an excerpt from that video. I wanted to hear from the director why she chose to do that.
Okay, because Scream was an awesome movie, and Scream came out in the 90s. I think it was late 90s when it came out.
1996. I remember I had a date there. This is my favorite horror movie.
It's mine too. It's mine too.
Favorite. Let me see. So let me pull that up. Okay. You can see it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Scream homages in that opening kill sequence, in particular, just to tap back into what we were talking about earlier, doing something that is, as specific as the running shot that immediately brings it back to the Casey Becker stab as she's running out of the house. So how do you
even the phone call
to do something that is like from the movie like that?
I just fucking did it, and I was like, I was like, it's so good, and it's so horrifying, and I was like, you know what, like, it's one thing that I'm lifting directly, and I feel really happy about it, and really good about it, and so I just did it, and it was that, and then I think the thing that made the sequence, like, ultimately different for me was that, and obviously, like, whatever, spoiler, you already said, is that in our main, like in that opening mall sequence, we unmask him.
Mm-hmm. And I like that because in other horror movies, you don't know who it is. So it wasn't a whodunit with the mask. They unmasked him immediately. And so that's why she was just like, yeah, I did it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And I was like, oh, so we're going to know who it is. And he got away.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Can y'all hear me now?
Oh, we can hear you. Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, greetings.
Sorry about that. I apologize.
That's okay. We're still talking about Fear Street. Did you get a chance to watch it?
Fortunately, I did not.
He told me he was scared. He told
not
me
because I'm a scaredy cat, because I'm not. But
did you Wikipedia plot read it?
No, because I actually do want to watch it. So it might be something I watch tomorrow. Maybe in the morning, early, like while Savannah's asleep.
Well, it's three movies though, and
Is it 2 hours each?
Yeah, they're like an hour and 50 minutes, an hour 47 minutes. They're about 2 hours each. We're doing spoilers. Do you care to know what happened?
Well, we did spoilers last week, so
yeah,
you probably know what happened in the first one.
Yeah. And so I was just actually talking about the woman who directed it. She's actually the wife of one of the Duffer brothers that did Stranger Things. So that could tie into how we get that feel of it being similar to that.
I mean, if y'all tell it, I'm fine with spoilers.
Okay.
So let me tell you what I did last week when even though we talked about the first movie and I hadn't seen it yet. I muted them. I muted everything. I was sitting here like, but I was on mute. Yeah, I was on mute. Mm-hmm. But I mean, look, let me tell you. Like we discussed earlier today, Prodigy said that if I can watch it, then he definitely can watch it. But it was extremely good.
Not because we're scaredy cats, though.
I will tell you, I watched it. I tried to finish the first one it was nighttime, and I was like, oh no.
No, that's a hard one to finish at night. The way,
yeah, I was like, oh no. So I waited till like the next day. Well, I watched it during the daytime. Then I said, Sunday, because I was busy Friday and Saturday. Sunday, when I woke up, I watched the second movie and I watched the third movie during the day. And it was extremely good. Yeah. But Sunday night, I woke up at 3:07, wide awake. And where my bed is kind of like behind the door. And I see where my door open. I was like,
who that?
I hope nobody ain't coming.
Oh, Lord. You think Sarah Fear's coming for you? Not even Sarah Fear. You think Nick Good?
But no, let me tell you, it was the little boy. The little boy that kept hitting stuff with the bat. I was like, this motherfucker.
Even though that little boy didn't do anything, we still don't know the whole backstory. Just that little tyke just walking around. I kill you. He didn't even say anything. I made that up. Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I was like, and then it was so funny to me. I was like, well, watching the movie, nobody had no chance to run away, duck, or dodge. It was just like me sitting here, you're dead. So I was like, and I told myself, just go to sleep, get you a good night's sleep. If you die, you die. You be good. But yeah,
really, you die.
How would you rate each one, and then how would you rate it as a whole? And is it same script, different cat? We know it's same script a little bit. She even said that she paid homage to Scream in that first one.
So I feel like the second movie, who was that with the killer? Was it Jason Myers? Was it Jason?
You said Jason Myers?
I did.
Sorry. It's Jason and Michael Myers.
Okay. So wasn't Jason at a camp? Was it? Because Michael Myers was Halloween.
Yes, you would do great at horror movie trivia. Yeah, so that was sort of like Jason. Yeah. But then, Tony, I don't know if you want to mute. Do you want to not hear us for like 2 minutes?
Okay.
When we do thumbs up, you can come back.
Right? Can't y'all take me out and bring me back?
Oh, I don't know. Can you still hear?
Oh, you're right. I can still hear.
Okay.
I don't know.
So that's cool. So, I did not see it coming, the ending, that it was the Good family who made that pact with the devil, Solomon Good, which by the way, that actor was amazing, who played the cop, and then Solomon, who made that pact with the devil because he lost his child and his wife, and he wanted good stuff to come to him. And so he just sacrificed the townspeople. And so Sarah Fear knew that secret. Whoever bled on her bones also knew that secret. And so it was actually from the Good family trying to attack the person who now knows what Sarah Fear showed them. So it wasn't Sarah Fear. She was trying to say, this man is horrible. I wanted to be with my girlfriend. Took off her arm. That's whole scene with the arm, which cut it off. Oh my gosh. So I got to give the movie props for that, because I did not see that coming. I thought it was a straight up witch movie. They got to get the bones, put the hand with the stuff, like with the ring, that kind of thing. But it wasn't that at all. So it took me by surprise. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming either, though. But I'm not even gonna lie. At one point in time, I was like, he a little too green. Let me just say that.
Oh, okay.
He's a little too green. And
was that from 1978?
Well, 1966. I'm talking about 1966.
For him being too good then?
I was like, he's a little too green in 1966, because I could not see. So, okay. So, when they said that they were both witches or whatever, and they was hiding from everybody. Mm-hmm. Sarah came up and went to the girlfriend and was like, I seen this book. I'm going to go do what I need to do, and we're going to be okay. That's what I was thinking, like, oh, Dip. Mm-hmm. That this is how she became. It all became because of a love story or whatever. Blah blah blah. All because I guess some guy got mad because
she didn't want to be with him or something like that.
Yeah, and that when she went to the widow's house and the widow was dead, I was like, that really threw me for a loop. I had to really think about it.
Yeah,
and then when she went to Solomon's house and she was talking to Solomon about it, I was like,
oh,
he's a little too green. He's a little too clean. He's a little too open.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I said he's a little too accepting. That's what it was. He's a
little too like I believe you. Right. Yeah. Okay.
And for him to be this way, and then the brother Caleb came. The brother came and he told her to hide in the room, and she found a little bunker. And I was like,
yeah, because she kept going deeper and deeper. He probably didn't expect her to go that deep. He probably just expected her to just hide just for a little bit. But she kept going down the path, which ended up, and I like how they did this, which ended up being where the camp was, when it, like the latrine and stuff underground.
Yeah.
And all that moss was actually the flowers that were put on Sarah Fear's grave, and it just like spread out. But they thought it was like moss or something, but it was really like the flowers that spread out. I thought how everything tied in, like you mentioned, the attention to detail, just like with Stranger Things, was really good, and how everything just tied together.
Hey, Diva.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. We are talking about the last two Fear Street movies, and a little bit later we're going to talk about Loki. So my thing is, how did a curse come with her bones? Blood falls on her bones, and she becomes.
It was like something she said, like, I curse you. You were going to see me for the rest of your life. I will follow you. So it's something
that's a woman's scorn. That's a woman's scorn.
So it's, if you touch those bones, you see everything. And so that was, I don't know how that was a curse or something, but maybe he knew that that's what happened. And that's why whenever anybody touched her bones, they knew what happened. And then they always had he always had the chance of getting caught, because now this person knows the truth. Let me make them a killer so they can be shot or be killed or something like that. And then you see, he was the first person to show up on the scene in 1666 with the pastor who cuts the children's eyes out. I think, was he the first person who come up in 1978 as well? But he was very believing of what was going on. And then he was the cop.
I think it was.
Yeah. And then he was a cop on the scene first with the guy at the mall.
So it's so funny. When I was watching the two movies, I was like, where are the adults at? Especially on the bus. And then in 1978, like, I saw no adults at the camp. No adults. None. Like, just run by hot teenagers, horny teenagers and stuff. Yeah. So so did you watch the video I sent you earlier, correct?
Yes.
So that video made a good point that, and it kind of played out watching it. Now that I know what I know, it kind of made so much sense that, Sarah, she put this curse out on them, said, I'm gonna get the word out. Blood, get on get on my bones, then they're gonna know your secret.
Right.
But
right.
I think a lot of people, they probably didn't understand the process, able to process the secret. But that video I sent you, it has said that every time somebody figured out or found out Sarah's secret or found out the truth,
right?
One of the good children or whatever, they sent a person out to kill them. So outside looking in, you're thinking like, oh, my blood got on Sarah bones, and that's what they're killing me for that. And I'm not even gonna lie. In the first movie, I kept saying to myself, if blood's getting on the bones, so why are they chasing after them? Like, remember how they made the reference with the shark? Why are they trying to kill him? Shouldn't they want to kill him?
Can I show another clip? Because the director, she answers that. Let me.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
She goes into that. So let me pull that up. 4350.
Oh, while you do that, let me get my my charger.
Okay.
I thought I had plugged in my laptop, but I guess I didn't.
You need to be safe.
Go for it.
Why those killers kill certain people, whether or not they have someone's blood on them. I know all these questions are probably going to
be a lot. Okay, so you'll definitely get all of the answers in movie 3. So I don't really know exactly how to talk about like the full situation. There's kind of like a thing happening. Okay, so the killers only kill Shadysiders unless someone is right in their path. Then they will kill whoever's in their path to get to the person who has disturbed Sarah Fear's grave, so bled on her grave. That's like the main kind of like mythology rules of what happens. So like,
okay, so that is the main mythology, because I think those were questions that we had. So then we can assume, because before I was just like, well, in the hospital, the orderly and the nurse must have gotten the blood on them, or they were in the way. They were like, what are you here to do? I kill you. I'll kill you. You know what I mean? Asking like, what are you doing here? So that explains it. So I was just like, what are the rules of this universe? And so those were the rules. And so I'm like, that works for me.
Okay. So what did you think on it? What was your take on it?
Oh, yeah. I really enjoyed it. How the third one ended up, it just made me really like the entire series. I thought the first one, I was like, oh, that's cool. Even though some main characters died that I really liked. All right. The second one I thought was cool. But then the third one had tied into everything. You like the whole time. Yeah, that's what did it. So I give it like an 8. It was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was
like teenagers, but that's why it's not like higher. So an 8.
So I read R.L. Stein's books growing up. I did read Fear Street, and I don't know if we talked about this last week, but I know you and I talked about it. That I read the Fear Street and Goosebumps growing up. So reading these horror books as a kid, and now not wanting or able to watch horror movies. I don't know what happened or what, but from what I remember with the R.L. Stein book, it definitely relates. It definitely gave me nostalgia back reading back those books, like how I envisioned everything, how everything tied together, how everything made sense, how it was cohesive and everything. Yeah. It was a good. It was a good homage to it. Yeah. I have been trying to research. Well, I thought about it. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought about it. I didn't get a chance to do it yet, but I wanted to see if R.L. Stein was actually involved with the writing or the screenplay or the directing.
He was not. He wasn't. He was on the set. That was part of like with the interview. So R.L. Stein was on set, but as far as who wrote the screenplay and stuff, that was done by the director Leigh Janiak.
So she did the screenplay. Someone else wrote the screenplay. Okay.
Yep. So she did the screenplay and director. They actually started talking about this movie. It was actually supposed to be on Disney Plus. I don't know how that would have worked out. Yeah, but it didn't end up that way. Now it's on Netflix.
I'm glad it was not on Disney Plus, because I would have wanted to see the horrific death.
Yeah, I don't know how they would have done this on Disney Plus. So
it probably would have been like like the movie Goosebumps, how it was rated G. I think it needed to be this right here.
Yeah, and so that was back in 2017, and it was like right before the merger with Sony. Was it Sony and Disney? Is that what happened? Okay, so it was right before then, and so that's why I was just like, it's gonna be with Disney. Where's it gonna be? But good thing that it ended up being with Netflix.
All right. Yeah. One last thing for me that I don't understand. So at the end, when who's Mike? I think his name was Mike. Was the sheriff named Mike?
Oh, probably Mike Good.
Okay. Well, Sheriff Good. So it's kind of funny how all these years he was so in love with Ziggy. Two things. I'm derailing right quick. He was so in love with Ziggy that after this situation, they both lived in neighboring towns and not being associated with each other or near each other. Because I wonder if he kind of saved Ziggy when he created what was the boyfriend name that was the killer? When he created the killer,
I'm just gonna call him Tommy. We can just call him Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah.
All right. So I think it was Billy.
Okay, Billy.
I think his name was Billy. So when he created Billy, what was the want for that killer? That's what I want to know. For each killer, what was the want for that killer? I want blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to give you William Billy. Oh, his name is William Billy Barker to go get you blood. What was the want for that? So I kind of wondered, was Ziggy the want for that? Because he liked Ziggy from the beginning. Yeah, but
he was dating her sister.
No, he wasn't.
That guy.
William was dating his sister. Yeah. Yes. So
I don't know what he wanted. Well,
no, the goods are the ones that's controlling the devil and giving out the name.
Right, but you're saying, why did he give the name of the boyfriend of the sister?
Yeah, not why he gave the name of the sister. What was the want? I don't know. Let's just say I want Ziggy.
I want to.
I'm gonna give
go to college.
Billy Barker to
I'll give you such and such his name because I want to go to a really good college.
Or I want to be a sheriff. Like, I want to know what was the want. That was
I see what you're saying. That would be cool to know. Like, along the lines, what were the wants that they got? I got you. I understand.
Even with Ruby Lane was the nurse daughter that went on a killing spree a couple of years. And I wonder if that was the sheriff good father who did that one. So I was curious, like, what was the want for each specific one? And then my second thing that's unclear to me is at the end when Dana, whatever her name is, killed the sheriff good at the end in the cave. She stabbed him in the eye.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all of the ghosts, the monsters, or whatever they were, they evaporated and they disappeared. How come her girlfriend didn't disappear? How come wasn't she dead? Because flies were definitely flying around her.
She wasn't dead.
She wasn't?
Sam didn't die. She didn't kill her. She just kept tying her up and stuff. She didn't die. She hit over the head with a phone and stuff, but she wasn't dead.
So, but I thought that
she was possessed though.
Oh, so she was just possessed? I thought that because they get around you were dead.
No, they were. No, you're about to be possessed because during the first one, when the guy at the mall, he had flies coming around him. He was being possessed at that time. That's when he was being possessed. So she was being possessed. She wasn't dead yet. Well, yeah, they didn't kill her. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you when we let DJ Prodigy back in?
We can let him back in.
Okay. So you can talk about Loki.
Are you playing music? Wait a minute. You was working on your body roll for later?
Can you hear this?
I see my body roll.
Oh God.
Let me see your body roll.
Okay.
Let me see your body roll.
You've been put on the spot. Let me see your body roll.
I was just making sure. I actually was going to ask you guys if y'all can hear the music and can y'all see me okay as far as like movements and stuff.
Yeah.
I've never done this on StreamYards before, so.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. I can't see. That was that was horrible.
Thumbs down.
But you can see it though. Okay, good. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a podcast. This is not about me, even though the background is about me.
No, it's cool. We finished talking about Fear Street. Please watch it.
I want to watch it because if Stephanie can watch it, I can watch it.
Told you. You can definitely watch it.
The way she felt about Quiet Place, but she watched it.
Right. Okay.
No, this was nowhere near Quiet Place. This is
worse than Quiet Place, right?
Yeah.
Worse like how? As far as gore and scariness?
Gore and stuff.
Demons possessing. And also one thing that scares me is the killers, they always look so freaky scary. Like the little boy and Ruby Lane, she was all cut up singing a song. And then there was the milkman who looked like his skin was out of milk. And then there was a guy with some cone looking face, and then the scarecrow looking guy. Like, no.
So Stephanie, were you going to see the M. Night Shyamalan movie now?
No.
Will you go see that? You don't want to see that?
Why not? It's just about people getting older. That's life.
M. Night has disappointed me for the last decade, and I was not participating in.
What? Nothing. You didn't like The Lady in the Water?
You didn't like The Visit?
The Visit. What was The Visit?
Yeah, about the grandparents. The kids going to see the grandparents, and then the grandparents were crazy.
I don't remember that one, but I remember. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember
that plot. I enjoyed that one. Watch the
Let me tell you what. I'm sorry.
Visit the visit. Revisit.
And then the movie with the people living in the town, but they really weren't in. They were like
That's
in an
the Village.
enclosure.
That is something more recent.
The Village, the Village.
No. Old stuff.
What in the Village? Like they were really inside, like a captivity type thing.
They were like in a park, like a Yellowstone National Park or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't what they thought it was, right?
Right.
Like they were being forced to stay there or something. Because it was like, something on the outside.
He who knows is those who knows. It was like something like that.
Yeah, it was something on the outside that they didn't want them to get in or get out or something.
Yeah, it was some supposed to be some aliens or something in red robes.
Right. Yeah. Right. But they were telling us they was a lie. It was a lie to the people. Right.
Right.
M. Night lost all credibility with me when he tried to do his take on one of my favorite anime series.
Avatar, that last Airbender. But I feel like he's redeemed himself.
Huh?
I feel like he's redeemed himself.
No.
You didn't like Switch?
You mean Glass? The one, the Glass
Part
3?
The one before that. The one before Glass.
No. I ain't watched nothing else that he's done since the last Airbender.
Split was good.
Split was good.
Oh,
he did Split? I didn't know Split was good.
Because he did Mr. Glass.
I'm good.
He did Split and The Visit. So I put them in there, watch The Visit and watch Split.
And of course, Signs is a classic.
Signs is great. That's one of my favorite movies too. I enjoyed
Marky Mark?
No, that's about the trees that suck your air out. That's not it. Signs is about the aliens and
Signs is alien with the racist guy from
Joaquin Phoenix
from Lisa Weapon.
Mel Gibson is like a he's a priest who doesn't love God.
Didn't he have some Jewish stuff he was dealing? He
said some derogatory stuff about Jewish people. Yes.
Yeah, he did, and that's why he hasn't been in nothing since, except for the Rock, not the Rock. What's the movie that Stallone puts all the old
Expendables?
Yeah, that's the only thing I've seen him in since. It's Expendables. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Moving on.
No, that's fine. But
no, but you're totally fine. But no, I definitely won't watch. No.
No problem, Diva.
Mm-hmm.
So
I guess they like what we said. She gone.
Wow, that's messed up. That's rude.
I'm right here. Arthur's talking to me. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That was rude. So Loki.
Yes, Loki.
The season is over.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alerts again before we get into this. Spoiler alert: if you have not seen Loki and finished it, please watch it.
Yeah.
You and
Jay Flicks called it.
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror. And I forgot the actor's name from Lovecraft.
Jonathan Major.
Jonathan?
Yeah. He did I don't know him that well because I didn't watch Lovecraft, but
you didn't? I thought you did.
I know I did not. I'm late. And now that it's not being picked up, I'm upset. But he definitely played the role. I have
faith that will come back.
He played this guy's role real well. So and this guy don't have a role yet as far as TV or movies. So this is new to a lot of people. We just know him from the comics. So you don't know how he's technically supposed to be.
Okay.
If you know, because there's no visual. Like no one knew how Iron Man was going to be.
So he can make him however he wants to make him.
Yeah, well, yeah, with the give and take as far as the keeping comic powers and all that. But as far as the personality, yeah, he can make him how he wants. Okay. So I thought he did good. I like his sarcasm and his wittiness, and I know everything before you guys know, and I thought all that was, and the whole reveal of him took forever.
Yeah,
but
no,
even when Miss Minutes came in there, I was like, really? We get
Oh, you talking about the first time?
Oh yeah, I jumped. I ain't gonna lie, I jumped.
Everybody jumped.
I jumped. It came out of nowhere.
I was like,
yeah. He's like, where's she coming from?
Then I was like, I knew it was her. I knew it was her. I knew it. That's exactly what I said.
And then because she got back to the other girl late, she was like, "What took you long enough?" And she was like, "Yeah, I had to do some stuff."
Yeah.
Which proves she's living in real time. Like she's like a living type of thing. Like
Who, Miss Minutes?
Yeah, like she was dealing with them. She can't be in two places at the same time. Like she was
here, then she disappeared, and then she went there.
Right. She told the girl that she was going to get the records for her, but actually went to go to probably go talk to Kang and deal with the two Lokis.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then work about that, and then she came back. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's not an entity. You think she's more like I don't even say entities, but she's more like a person.
I think. Well, that's a good question. I definitely think she's maybe a manifest of him somehow. Like, of course, he put her together. Of course, we know that she didn't come out of nowhere. I just don't know. Like,
but he doesn't have any magical powers like that, does he?
Wait a minute.
He's more he's more like scientific.
No, but he has to have something because the way that he was able to dodge Susie's weapon.
Well, he was using the wrist thing. So he said he's from like the year 30,000 something. So he's years away from us.
So that makes me wonder that maybe it's not necessarily his technology that he created all of this. It's whatever technology has been created within this. Is it the century?
Right. He might have just enhanced it a little bit more. That's all.
Or shared between all of the Kangs, because based on his storyline,
they did say that. Yes,
they would share technology from the different timelines.
Right. They did say they shared. They was in cohesiveness and for a couple years, and then it
was so funny. It's like, I like your nose. When he said that, I was just like, that's funny. Like how they were like going back and forth.
Yeah,
like,
it was like I forgot how he said it. It was like it was condescending, like they just did it to do it.
Yeah,
but they didn't really mean it.
So, is it me? It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if I can explain this correctly though. But did it remind y'all of like Bill Cosby, like in the 90s? I don't know why he reminded me of Bill Cosby.
How so?
I mean, now you say that I can see where you're coming from, but I didn't think of that when I first saw him.
Just the way that he was,
like eating the peach and the apple, or whatever, and
he was educated and it's like
hopping around. And,
you know how Bill Cosby was like he had that
I get that.
His attitude, like I don't know. He just gave me Bill Cosby vibes, not in the sense of spiking drinks and.
Hey, you said it. We didn't.
Huh?
You said it. We didn't.
Yeah, not in the sense of that though, but he definitely reminded me of. I got Bill Cosby vibes, especially the way he dressed. It looks like he reminded me of an Afrocentric, like a woke person back in the 90s. You know what I mean? That's what he reminded me of. That's exactly what it is. He reminded me of a woke person. You know what I mean by woke? Like you can see you're educated and you can. I don't know. That's the best I can do. I don't even.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's before we get back into Kang's whole story and everything. Overall, the whole series. What did you guys think? Started with seeing it, like as far as I guess comparing it to the TV shows we watched from Marvel so far, and just the overall experience of Loki.
It was interesting. I did not see any of this coming, but I wasn't sure what to expect once he got here with the TVA. But I know that we've seen other variants of Loki, so I presume since they said that it's going to be he's going to return, I presume, as an analyst in the next season, that there are going to be multiple Lokis. But in the interim, we have so many other movies that are probably going to touch on these different branches of the universe, like with Spider-Man, with Doctor Strange. It seems like this incident, what Sophie has done, is going to lead into the next movies. And so that's how we'll have all these different. Cause I was like, how are we going to have a multiverse and all this other kind of stuff? And that's how it's going to happen. So from that, I presume that Sophie's going to be around it for a little bit. She's going to be maybe in one of these upcoming movies. I liked how they introduced, and I like how they introduced Kang. It was the same way that they introduced Valentine. We first met her in Winter Soldier and the new Captain America. We met her there, and then she showed up in Black Widow. So I liking how they're integrating TV and movies. Like, I think that's pretty cool.
Prodigy, was it you who made a I don't remember who I was talking to. I'm pretty sure it probably was you, or maybe it could have been Jay Flicks, but it was somebody was telling me about who's the girl who were you just talking about that was in Winter Soldier now? She was in
Valentine.
Yep. Valentine is creating they're not the Avengers, but it's supposed to be like a dumbed down version.
It's the Thunderbolts. Mr. Star, good to see you. Jay Flicks, what's up?
Wait a minute. Why not the Revengers? No,
that's
Thunderbolts.
There is a Revengers, but this is not.
Building.
She's building the Thunderbolts, which is or the United States off-site brand of the Avengers that they're going to use to go do missions and not. I wouldn't say it's not the Suicide Squad, but it's their own people that they can control. Because they can't really control the Avengers, so they can control these guys for the most part.
Okay.
So they're going to put them out there in missions. Some is for good, of course, and some is for our own personal benefit, if you want to say it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. I'm actually searching for something right now. I saw it on Instagram and I didn't save it, and it was the rating for WandaVision, Falcon, Loki, Lovecraft Country, Invincible. What other TV shows that everybody's so crazy about right now?
James said Deadpool's on the squad now. James, is that officially for this movie universe, or are you talking about the comics? Go ahead, Steph.
Yeah, it's a rating. I saw it was a rating, and they did like they did a comparison rating for all the shows, and pretty much Loki was at the top. Loki was like at 8.9.
Really?
The first episode
Country was like at 8.2. Everything was in the 8, so therefore that.
I like Captain American Winter Soldier. I really enjoyed that series. I liked WandaVision too. I have to say Loki is probably towards the bottom, and those are my top. Though I like those more than Loki. Yeah.
The first Loki episode was the number one rating show as far as viewers for Disney Plus. The first episode, but what Stephanie just said, if that's true, then that means the whole series surprisingly did well. Because I wanted to see it, but I wasn't as pressed about it. Like seeing it, I was more pressed about Falcon first, then the Vision and WandaVision, then Loki. Yeah. Loki was not, but it was surprisingly good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it still. Yeah.
So it was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm actually watching. I just finished watching Falcon. Savannah's been watching a lot of this stuff all over again. So she just rewatched Falcon, and I was watching some episodes, and I was like, "Hey, this actually was good." Again, like rewatching it, and then now she's watching WandaVision, and that's again, good too. I get rewatching it again.
So for me personally, anything that's alternate universe or time moggling or whatever always gets my attention. So for me, I don't know if it's Loki or WandaVision. I keep saying Captain America, but
that is him. He is Captain America.
It is Captain America.
Captain America though, but Falcon is like, out of the three of them, Falcon is definitely 3. Definitely 3. So I don't know which one I like most. I like stuff that makes me really I gotta sit there and think. I gotta pay attention to every little detail, because every little detail matters. Every little detail's built up to the end thing. That's why I like Fear Street. Right. That's why I like Fear Street as well too, because every little detail matter. Like I like those type of shows. For me, Wanda was that way in the first, maybe the first 3 or 4 episodes, where I had to like try to, like, my mind was just going,
what's going on,
trying to figure it out. And then in the fourth and the 5th episode, they kind of like divulged what was going on. But Loki, it kept me going. Yeah, talking this out right now. Yeah, Loki's number 1 for me.
Okay.
It kept me going all the way through.
And what about you,
Loki,
Prodigy?
I definitely was not expecting this either, like y'all said. It definitely was a good series to me. I will probably watch it again. I don't know if I'll watch it all the way through again, like I would Falcon. To me, the action, it was definitely more action in that type of TV show than this one. But because of just the 2 characters and the fight scenes and all that. But it was still good though. It was good, and I'm definitely the way I believe that. I feel like the ending of this show set you up for so much more than the first 2 TV shows did. Like Wanda ended with her floating and hearing the kids, but you're not sure where that's going to go yet. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier, pretty much. You might know who the power broker is now. The Thunderbolts are coming probably, but it just gave you the Black Captain America now. But it didn't really set up nothing big. Loki set up something big with the end of this series.
Yeah,
is going to set up the next few movies in the whole Marvel universe.
Yeah, because they'll go into Ant-Man because he's supposed to be the
right. King is going to be in Ant-Man. He probably will pop up in Doctor Strange, and he's probably going to pop up in Spider-Man. And the thing about it is, he's going to probably be a different Kang in each one. He might not be the same Kang. It's all these multiverses now.
Oh wow! So that means Loki will be in a totally different timeline by himself.
Yeah, well, he already is in a different one. So what you're going to probably see is that what I'm thinking is that all these different multiverses and Kangs are going to fight each other, and then the Avengers and whoever are going to have to fight them too. And by the end, it's going to take the Avengers coming back, just like, because we already know they're going to come back. They're not going to. I'm not saying X-Men and all them will be part of it, but it's going to be a big thing again, like with Thanos, to probably take out these Kangs or the final Kang or whoever the worst of the Kang is.
Is this your Kang? I can
see that happening.
Cool.
Yeah, that's your Kang. Yep, I can see these movies setting that up for that all over again.
I can see that.
I can see that too. I can see that. That's yeah. It's cool that
the what if series that Disney has coming up next. I am interested in it because it is a play on, it is real Marvel universe stuff. It is a what if, but it's like a multiverse what if. So, Captain America being his girlfriend, I forgot her name, she's Captain America, not him. In one of these multiverses.
Oh yeah, Peggy Carter.
Maggie Carter is actually Captain America. She took the serum in one of these what ifs.
Really?
Okay. And Black Panther is T'Challa is actually the Guardians of the Galaxy, the main guy that y'all hate for messing up everything.
Okay.
Quill. He's Quill in this. He's Quill in this show.
Yeah.
So. But these are all multiverse. These are all things that could have been like in a multiverse.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So so that kind of makes sense, because when you think about what Loki has just opened up and created and tapped into, think about the next series that Disney Plus is about to release. The what if?
Yeah.
What if? So, I mean, we all know we've been following this timeline for 10, 12 years. So this is our current timeline. We're in this timeline. And now they're letting us know, like, no, there's actually multiverse or whatever going on.
Stacked on top of each other.
Right. Stacked on top of each other. Yeah. The one where he was remain.
No, Cap is expanding. Then who's Peggy Carter? Peggy Carter was definitely Captain America, sort of, like, whatever. Wow, really, Vanilla Sky?
There's different. There are different ones. I was reading Diva's comment. Yeah, there are definitely different ones. So it's clear that Loki is definitely in a different timeline. And so one thing I was curious about if they are aware are they aware of the Lokis in that timeline. So the timeline that we are fully aware about, we know about all the Lokis, and at the beginning of the series, we learned about more Lokis or whatever. Mm-hmm. But in this timeline, at the end, when they was like, "Were you an analyst? Like, what are you?" Like, I wonder if they're gonna realize, "Oh, you're a Loki," and I wonder if he's gonna befriend them or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting because if they like what I told Stephanie earlier, seen it. Someone told me, I haven't researched this, but they read that the Loki series was supposed to be one season, but because of COVID, they had to split it up in two.
So that's why they say season 2? That's
why we're getting a season 2. Now, either way, it makes sense. It's just now where are you going to put season 2 with all these other movies?
That's what I was about to say. Like, where would you put that? But I can understand that because it was only 6 episodes, and like all of these other series have had at least 9 or 10 episodes. So I can see, because I was like, dang, this is a short joint. Okay, but yeah, but where would they put it?
But not necessarily, because if you think about it, they threw Captain Marvel. Like, even though they have a timeline with all these movies, they're not going in order. They're going however order they feel like they want to go. Because you think about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
You know, she jumped way back to
1995.
To the 90s.
Yeah, it was the 90s.
Iron Man was the first movie. I don't remember what the second movie, but close in phase 1. Sure. Captain America came out, and he was probably like the second, maybe the third movie, and that was a period piece back in the early 1920s. So really, it really doesn't matter to Marvel when they release these movies or TV shows to go with a consecutive timeline. It may be influential to the timeline itself.
Yeah.
To the story that comes out, like this is a piece of the puzzle that, okay, but it's not a consecutive thing. No.
Right.
So and then like I was thinking about it earlier too. So we have, what do we have? We had Loki, then we had Black Widow. Now we're gonna have What If, and then after What If is gonna be the martial art Shanghai. The Shanghai movie.
I think that comes out in August.
No. I think Shanghai.
Or is that
Shanghai
later? I might be.
It does come out this year.
With Snake Eyes, I might be confusing it with Snake Eyes.
Yeah, I'm confused too between the both of them. It's definitely confusing.
So I might be. I'm probably wrong.
Right. My daughter thought Snake Eyes.
September 3rd.
Got them both confused. She got them both confused.
I did too. Cause I was like, "Is this?" And I know.
She saw toys. She saw toys at Target and said, "Is that this? Which is this Snake Eyes or the other one?" I said,
"Yeah."
I mean, I can read it, but
Shang-Chi comes out September 3rd.
It is. So
if we want to rent out a theater like we did before, we need to figure out and do it now, because
I am interested in the Eternals, because I don't know how none of them fit into any of this. So I just want to see how they're going to fit this into. Is it going to be like prequel and then it ends with them knowing that the multiverse is, and that's why they come? I don't have a clue. I have no clue.
I promise you, I forget that movie is coming out until y'all mention it.
Right.
I forget all about the Eternals. That comes out in November 5th.
Snake Eyes is Friday. I got a feeling Snake Eyes is going to do okay because of just everybody craving to get out.
No, I'm intrigued by Snake Eyes. I feel like
he is a gorgeous man.
Yes,
okay.
He is in broad daylight.
Thank you.
695 traffic,
brother.
Thank you.
I'm excited for Snake Eyes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
I appreciate that.
Girl, let's talk about him right quick. Girl, in broad daylight.
He is a delicious man. Oh
yes, God. He is, girl. Okay. All right.
You can bring him back in. All right.
You ready?
Okay. I thought y'all was talking about me.
Trust me, it wasn't. It's okay. You ain't got to worry about that. So Snake Eyes. So Shang-Chi definitely comes out in September the 3rd. So if we want to do a private theater viewing, we need the X amount of people, and we need to make that decision now. And the only reason why I say that is because I kind of waited to like the last minute. Well, not maybe like a week or 2 or 3 weeks for Fast and the Furious, and everything was booked up. So we could talk about it and discuss it offline if that's what we're
okay. Do. Well, before we keep going with these other movies, what y'all give Loki?
An 8.
I give it a 7.
I give it an 8.
7? Is that because you don't like Loki?
Well, he's not all handsome and googly eyes.
I say he's 7 because I give like cool. Wanda and the other ones like 8 and 9. So, and I don't like Loki as much as I liked those.
He's not series. Mr. Handsome to y'all.
Oh, she said he's a killer, but she's all for Black Widow. She got so much red in her legend, like.
But Tom,
it's the time of the month.
Tom Hiddleston, take him out of Loki. He ain't bad either. He's kind of cut.
He looked different he looked different in the King Kong movie. He looked more like his regular self in the King Kong movie.
Yeah. No, I agree with J Flix. Like 7.5. I concur. I'm with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about Fast and Furious at all? We're going to give like 2 minutes of Fast and Furious.
Y'all can go ahead because that thing takes.
I'm not going to. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. I just want.
I know what happened.
She's not going to watch.
I just want to know what movie Pop Up.
I know
what movie Pop Up thought about it as far as overall what she thought about it.
I am a loyal fan. I give it a 6, 5 1/4, 5 3/4.
So replay value.
I'm not gonna do that. I give it a 6.5.
That means you'll rewatch it again on like when.
I definitely.
Well, I don't understand what. So you might rewatch.
Rewatch it, but I haven't watched 8 and 7. I maybe have watched 6.
Okay, I'll give it a 7, and I'll rewatch it. I'm not. It's. I'll rewatch it. I thought it's not like every rewatch all the time, but I'll rewatch.
Okay, so let's talk about this right here. They went to space. Okay, so let's talk about this. We all know we have been watching this series for God knows since when. Each movie is always something significant going on in each movie. They got to top the next movie. I totally get it. So they went to space this movie.
The next movie, they probably gonna go in a volcano.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. In my mind,
I've heard there's 2 more. I heard they want to do 2 more. I thought they was going to end at 10.
No, I think they're going to end at 10.
But someone said they want to bring, because they want to bring Main Man back in the next one somehow.
Which main man they want to bring back?
The guy that passed away.
No.
Yeah, no, not Han.
No,
the actor, Paul Walker.
Oh,
they want to bring him back. I'm not saying they're gonna bring him back like racing, but they want his character back in the next one. I guess I can understand a scene. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I can understand if they're gonna close it out. You can't do the final one.
They could do it like they did in remember in Star Wars. What was it? Was it Rogue
I know what you're talking about. Rogue One. Yeah.
Yeah, right. They could do it like they did in Star Wars.
They could do his brother's face like that.
Mm.
But to me, you're right. You can't do a last Fast and Furious without some Paul Walker scene. It can be a small scene with the kids, maybe from the side view, him talking to Dom or something from like the side angle. They could work it out. They can do camera tricks all over the place. But I feel like they should. If they do it, I wouldn't be mad at them for doing it. I'm sure they're gonna get the permission of the family first.
Oh yeah, especially if the brother was doing the stuff before. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of brothers, y'all remember there was a white guy in the last movie? He wasn't in this movie. Remember the one when Dom went rogue?
There's plenty of white guys in the movie.
It was a white guy that joined the team. He was in the last one when the submarine and all that.
Is
he
that
was part of the team?
Eastwood?
Because remember, Dom wasn't on the team, so they added this white guy that was part of. He was part of the.
Are you talking
guy
about Scott Eastwood? That's my baby daddy.
Talking about Eastwood?
That's my baby daddy.
Who?
Scott Eastwood.
Yeah, you talking about Scott Eastwood?
I don't know his name. That might be him. He was working with Kurt. Yeah, he's working with Kurt Russell.
I think that was Eastwood. That was
but you noticed he wasn't in this.
He's not part of the family.
Okay, I was just surprised. I thought they might have brought him back. That's all. I thought he was going to try to fill in for Paul Walker. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so I give it a 7. We got 2 6.5s. Seen it, won't see it at all unless it comes on TBS.
I know what happened. They went to space.
If it comes on TBS and she's drunk, she might watch it.
I'll watch it if it comes on television.
How would they do this if they go on a volcano? Maybe they would go to the quarter.
Oh no, we're really going to entertain this. Oh.
No, I'm really serious because I really thought about it. I was like, if they was gonna do 10 and 10 was gonna be last,
they gotta top it. She's right, but she's right.
They gotta top
it.
I hear that.
You don't know my baby dad. That is my baby dad. Stay
I hear the words.
They gotta top it. They either go in a volcano or they going underwater.
They did that. They did the submarine already.
No. The car is going underwater.
Okay. I can't even the rules of this universe. I can't even mess with it anymore.
Don't even knock it. Don't knock
people
it.
Dying, coming back.
Figure out how to do it.
I can't. They changed the rules so much in this universe. If it was always this fantastical thing, I could get with it. But they changed the rules as they go.
Definitely saw the movie.
Wait a minute. Before you say that, she made up a very good point. I personally am not satisfied with the story that they gave for Han coming back.
I get it. Me either.
There is no way in hell that you could have had that car blow up and everybody is standing around looking at it, and you want to tell me that you could do things and you could pull Han out of the car with nobody watching?
I agree.
No. Bullshit.
I didn't like the story either, and I thought the story was rushed. So I agree. I didn't like the story. I thought the story was rushed. So I agree.
Yeah.
I was going to say I did like the scene when the car jumped off the cliff and the plane got it. That was tight. I gotta say that was nice because it was popcorn. It was big movie theater.
But you miraculously landed on that ledge. You miraculously landed. There's no way that you could move the car and maneuver the car to get it in position to get on that ledge. You just had to go with gravity. And you talking about
what Dom did?
Yeah, ain't that what you talking about?
No, I'm not talking. Well, yeah, Dom thing was crazy, but I'm talking about when the brother flew off and she picked him up in the ship. That was tight. The way that came out of nowhere and picked him up, I thought that was awesome.
Okay,
it was over the top like a mug, but it was awesome watching it how that haul played out. Now Dom's part, you're right. I don't know how you just
miraculously
like that. Perfectly land.
And now I can understand when they introduced, I don't know what number it was, but when they introduced
James
when they introduced the girl from Game of Thrones, when they introduced her, and they had to save her from being kidnapped or whatever, Don drove
down that hill,
and he had safety nets all around, put a helmet on, rolled.
She had a helmet. He didn't.
Landed upright and they were okay. But in this particular movie, they had none of that shit going on. When he drove off the cliff, miraculously had the rope tied to the car,
to the wheel,
saved the car and landed there, and they rolled.
It didn't rip the wheel off at all. The weight of the car didn't rip the wheel off.
This is magic. This is a magic movie. That's, write magic into the script. Make that a rule in this place, and I can believe it too.
Write magic in the movie.
Yeah, just write. That's a rule. Hey, in Fast and Furious, we got magic. That we got flying cars. That's a rule in the universe.
So, Steven, are you going to watch the final one then, at least?
No. Oh, I definitely will. I'm a loyal fan. I'm loyal.
Is Cena going to go watch it?
No.
You're not even gonna finish it off?
Nah, I'm cool.
Wow. What if Paul Walker was in it? You knew it.
Wait a minute now. No, because in real life, Paul Walker is dead. Like
no, but he's in. We know that, but
No.
we just said that they could put him. They might put him back in the movie for 10.
I think you made that up because you was looking for Paul Walker in this movie. So
I was looking for him in this movie, and he was in spirit. He's still alive in the movie. He's still alive.
His car showed up. His car showed up.
Yeah, exactly. He's alive.
They're in the multiverse.
Wow. Okay, I'm good. Y'all are trip.
Right.
I will watch Fear Street and have a little 5-minute just review of it next week for you guys.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know. No, there's nothing else coming out.
Snake Eyes.
Oh, that's right. I will see that this weekend. I'll try to see it this weekend.
No, J Flex. I've seen every Fast and the Furious movie. I have went to the movie theater and I have watched every Fast and Furious. Now, what happened in 6 and 7? I know there was a submarine in one of them, and Don was supposed to go bed, and then all of a sudden he's a baby daddy with his side chick, and she died. I get that. I think that was in 6. But before that, I think that was the one when that was introduced to Jason Statham, Transporter.